Right. UN sanctions for the pacification of Moscow. It appears that the higher-ups of the US government have not taken kindly to our recent armed incursions into Moscow. Our city there is no longer under Allied authority and will never be so again. The United Nations have decided to cancel all economic trade with us. Oh, okay. Wow. German nuclear program. Yep, started research. Okay, well that's a pretty rough fallout there. Ah. God damn. Oh, okay, this somewhat backfired. Yeah, you could say that backfired to some degree. Though we do have forces here to relieve Moscow. And there's plenty of forces in Moscow. Okay. Air power. Rebase over here. Ground support. Okay. Yeah, the fight in Moscow itself. Okay, soon we'll relieve the siege of Moscow. Did not entirely expect this to be happening. There we go, more convoys. Right, actually, taking a look at our situation in terms of resources. So at the moment we are getting oil. We do need rares and oil though. We are losing cash heavily. Right. As I build more convoys, we should be okay. Eventually we should be able to integrate the right commissariats, which would be amazing. Okay, the siege has been lifted. There we go. Ah, Liechtenstein radar. Liechtenstein radar was a codename for a family of German aeronautical radars embedded into use during the Second World War. Liechtenstein radars were produced in at least 4 versions. Okay. Right. Cool. Right, send reinforcements into Moscow. This garrison should hold. Yeah, 1926 partisans, good luck. Okay, so we need a series of rapid reaction forces. Is what I'm going to name these armies. Well, these small forces anyway. Well, not really small, they are quite powerful. Okay. So, we'll have one down here. We'll have one over here. These forces I'll have as a garrison for Poland. This Fulcrum Jäger's going to be moved over here. Okay. Yep, anti-partisan duty. So we do have a significant amount of forces here. Ah, right, cavalry division, sweet. They're fairly fast. Fast enough to keep up anyway. Yeah. Faster, I should say. Okay. Right. There we go. Right, this mountaineering division can move down here to the Caucasus. Garrison Baku. I mean, that's a very important Reich Musrat. Okay. Will be over soon. I mean, these planes have been doing a lot of work. Either way, we should have the garrison forces fairly soon. Yep, they will not be long now. That extra garrison force will be very handy to keep things under control. And to enable Lebensraum. Lebensraum? Yeah, Lebensraum to go ahead. Pakistan has annexed Kashmir. India has declared war upon Pakistan. Okay. Interesting. The India-Pakistan-Kashmir War. A war broke out between India and Pakistan for control of Kashmir. Which party should we publicly support? We'll publicly support India, which is good because we have good relations with them anyway. Speaking of that, I should try to influence them in the future. Right, so we do have some garrison divisions ready now. Yeah, okay. This is pretty pretty bad. No kidding. We'll garrison victory points. Okay. Not many of those, really, then. Right. Begin the process of pacifying these regions. There we go. At least that's been dealt with. Some forces over here. Yes, Moscow is pacified. Following bitter fighting in and around Moscow, Wehrmacht troops under the command of Andrei Vasilov have pacified the city and occupied what remains of the Kremlin. Dissent is reduced by 3. Wow. Christ. Another bailout. Right, economic exploitation of Banat. Our new province sits upon the Danube and the Tisza valleys. Already during the war, we tried to exploit the situation by establishing a hydroelectric power station there. Okay. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. It's a very nice region to have. Ah. Yep. Okay, how is Turkestan doing? Not terribly bad. That's not good. That's not good. Right, the rations of war. The Germans lived in relative luxury in World War II, fueled by Germany's growing conquests. Only in the latter years were there some forms of rationing in the country. After the war, the government never fully abolished these programs due to the closed world market and troubles with increasing agricultural levels and specifically the Lebensraum in the east. However, it was during Hitler's 59th birthday, all food rationing was abolished. Yep, that reduces a lot of the dissent, which is nice. Very handy, to be honest, as I do need to reduce dissent. Right, return of ashes of Napoleon II. In the dead of winter 1940, the remains of Napoleon II, the only son of the Emperor Napoleon, were transferred from their burial place in Vienna to the Dome of les Invalides in Paris. This was done as a gift to France by Adolf Hitler. The remains of Napoleon I had been returned to France in December 1840, at the time of the July monarchy. For some time, the young prince, who had briefly been an emperor, rested beside his father. Later, the remains of the prince were removed to the lower church, while most of his remains were transferred to Paris. His heart and intestines remained in Vienna. The gesture was intended to win the support of the French people, but only managed to precipitate a political crisis at Vichy, where Marshal Pétain ordered the pro-German Deputy Prime Minister Pierre Laval arrested. Interesting. Right. Armoured and infantry, armoured and cavalry go nice together. Right, the Netherlands has annexed Indonesia. Right, we have a victory parade in Berlin. With the conclusion of the war in the East, a grand parade has been staged in Berlin. Since the signing of the peace treaty with the Soviets, Goebbels and his staff have been hastily preparing one of the most prestigious celebrations ever seen in Germany. The Führer himself rides with procession, much to the adoration of cheering crowds. Any rumours of his failing health have been cast into serious doubt, as he appears more vital than ever. Invigorated by the victory of the Soviet Union, many of our men from the Eastern Front were given temporary leave of absence to attend the momentous event, much to the joy of their families and young German women who have been eagerly awaiting their return. They come home not only as soldiers but as heroes that have destroyed the greatest enemy ever known to European civilization, Bolshevism. The Luftwaffe takes to the skies, the largest air show ever seen, as the Wehrmacht steps in perfect unison in the streets below. The event, while a genuine display of enormous relief at the victorious results of a titanic struggle against the Soviets, was designed primarily as a propaganda tool to soothe the German public in anticipation of our struggles yet to come. The remaining Allied nations still need to be convinced to cease their senseless struggle against the Reich, and Hitler's vision of Europe ending at the Urals is yet to be fulfilled. Not only that, our greatest logistical challenge yet to come, the incorporation of our eastern conquest into the Reich. A special program has been created for just this purpose, General Plan Ost. Reduces the descent massively. There's much work to be done. For now, our heroes celebrate. Sweet. And we gain manpower. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so we have some options here. So we have General Plan Ost, the first phase. What do we need for that? Okay, so we need 3 divisions in Leningrad, Moscow, Kiev, Tbilisi. Got the manpower, so yeah. So 3 divisions in Kiev. Righto. And Warsaw. Move 2 divisions. I can have another division there. We'll have another 2 divisions there. And at least I have some power there too. Righto. And then Tbilisi. God, it's one of those things I just can't say. Unfortunately. Oh wow, that's poor timing. Right. So at the moment we are lacking money, which is a shame. We are going to hold on to rares and oil. I really, really need that quite a lot. The new infantry divisions won't be too far off now. Okay, so we are making a decent amount of money, obviously with these new convoys, that's helping us to trade. So at the moment we are trading with a few nations. Yeah. Nationalist China is somebody I should really try to influence. Like, I could guarantee their independence. Right, bobbing of our heavy water plant. The heavy water plant which we just started, restorated, for use in our nuclear weapon program, has already been the target of a sabotage raid. Oh, boom. Oh, wow, that really removes all dissent, practically. That's nice. Okay, I can go ahead with that. Yeah, it seems like there's some issue of tags there, as their flag is kind of weird, but we'll accept that. We do have Leon Grill. Okay. Do they have cause or claims? They have, okay. One moment. Dismantle the Stalin Line. The Stalin Line was a series of fortifications established in the 1920s to protect the USSR against attacks from the West. The fortifications were designed to funnel invaders along specific channels to assist in defending an enormously long geographical front, with a front line all the way from the Baltic coast to the border of Ukraine. When the Germans invaded in 1941, much of the line was unfinished and in disrepair, for some little use against the Blitzkrieg. See, I gain a lot of supply and I gain a lot of metals. Metals don't really matter too much. There is some gain in industry in Novgorod, Smolensk, and Minsk, which is fair enough considering that eventually I will integrate these lands. We'll leave the line intact. I'd like to see what we may come out with there. Okay. So yeah, they have a claim. Well, they have a core over here in Longwy. Maybe here. Yeah, they do here as well. So they have actual cores in these two lands here, which is more than what I could say. Righto. The Polish question. Right, so we need to basically fully occupy Poland, which I can do. I do have forces available for that. Right, let's have the Fushkenjägers together. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. Oopsie. Lost where I was then. Okay. There we go. Reserve divisions. Good, so more. Well, garrison troops. Okay, so it's really just Moscow area at the moment. Which is decent enough. Right, we'll have 2 garrison divisions here. That should do it. I mean, obviously with these other forces on anti-partisan duty too, that should help significantly. Has to some degree. Okay, the Kerch docks have been sabotaged. Soviet armed special ops teams have sabotaged the Kerch docks, today setting ablaze to the oil supplies stacked in the port. Right, dealing over 200 casualties and completely crippling activity in the docks. Equally serious is the fact that our awaited oil shipment will be delayed. Oh boo. Right, it's a loss of oil. The Volga coalition is proposed. After the Soviet attack at Kerch, the Oberkommandant des Wehrmacht has requested an official inquiry into the records of the Romanian army in the Caucasus. It seems quite clear that the terrorist attack took place only because the Romanian army's disinterest in sufficiently policing the area. A few days before the attack, the Romanians pulled out at least 5 divisions, almost all of their troops in the Caucasus. The Romanians justified this by invoking Hungarian provocations at their border. The Führer, however, has had quite enough of this constant conflict between Romania and Hungary and has decided to call the military staffs of both countries to Berlin to solve this situation once and for all. Furthermore, he has decided that a pan-European coalition force shall be called upon to assist Germany in guarding the unstable eastern territories. Sweet. Germany must form a pan-European coalition. Oh. Okay. The Kavkaz Federation has declared war. Right. Interesting. Okay. So Romania joined, Hungary joined. Italy did not join. Slovakia did not join. Croatia joined. Bulgaria did not join. The Spanish state did join. The Cossacks declared themselves independent and decided to screw me. It's a good bloody thing I deployed troops there. It's a good thing I got new troops as well to deploy. They're not going to be exactly fantastic, but they'll hold the line, at least attempt to, while reinforcements are on their way. But yeah, some nice, interesting things going on now. Bloody hell. Armor and infantry do not... Ah, too slow. Okay. That's a damn good thing I deployed troops down here. So at least we can actually integrate the Caucasus, well, the Cossack Federation into the Reich more, well, properly. Let's head for Rostov-on-Don. And then for Stalingrad. Let's get that done. Let's have our Air Force rebased. So it's Saratov. Saratov. Over here. There we go. These air assets should make this quite easy. Okay. Yep. So I could go with a general mobilization, but I don't think I will need to, as I don't want that descent. And now we have General Plan Ost, the first phase. Though... We'll wait until we defeat the Cossacks before we go ahead. Right. The Hitler Jugend. So the Hitler Youth, basically. Yeah, they've been forced back. That's fine. There we go. Right, I could do with focus on reinforcement for the moment. Okay. Armenia and Georgia. Not too happy about that, in all honesty. Not much I can do about it. Okay. The Cossacks will give in. After the recent crackdowns on the independence movements in the Western colonies, Goebbels took it to a loaded sportoplast, and denounced colonialism in a spectacular propaganda. Awesome. Reduces our belligerentism. Quite handy. Right, diving deep. Heading for Rostov and Stalingrad, which will fall quite easily. There we go, Rostov has fallen. Two forces from Reikommissariat Poland. Reikommissariat Ukraine. Ah, poor me. Goddamn, they move quick. Bailout. Okay. Yeah, those forces are buggered. And I say bloody occupy some kind of bloody victory location. Though they shouldn't. Yep, there we go. Can annex them. They were not going to be lasting more than a minute, really. Though that has increased the size of the frontier here. Right. End mobilization? I didn't even realise I was mobilised. Okay. Can I release this? No? Okay, we'll see what happens then. Early main battle tanks. Oh boy, forgot about that. Semi-modern hospital. Though I do need the nuclear research. We do need to create larger reactors. I need to get this. It's like this in a lot of mods with tech trees. It just doesn't seem to have everything for some odd reason. But there we go. I could sabotage the British nuclear program, which is a lot of money right now, actually. The Swiss intelligence war, again, a lot of money. See with these partisans. Okay. Yeah, yet more lancers to Garrison. The Polish question. Let's see. The Polish question. Now that Operation Barbarossa has concluded and our strategic goals in the east have been achieved, our attention can be focused elsewhere. One matter in particular requires your direct involvement. A lingering topic that calls out for resolution. A definitive answer. The Polish question. The final results of the First World War would be the first time in over 100 years the Polish state would exist as an independent political entity. I can tell I'm calling this late. The Blitzkrieg in 1939 smashed the very existence of the state and territory that is rightfully German. Okay, so we can begin to Germanize it. All of Poland must become as Germany as the Rhineland. Maintain the status quo. Dissolve the general government immediately. Interesting. We will integrate Poland into the Reich. I can also begin the... I guess I can't. So we need those divisions in Kiev. Okay. Fair enough. I'll move this one division over here to Kiev then. Nationalist China has declared war upon Communist China. Granary of the Fatherland. Hitler owes a vision the Lebensraum, especially the Ukraine, in the east to fulfill all food production in Europe. Okay. We will establish this with force. Okay. Propaganda film published. Awesome. Huh. There's an uprising in Poland. Holy shit, there is an uprising. Holy shit. Good thing I have these troops deployed over here. Yeah, we should be able to crush this uprising quite easily. The Königssteiger. Okay. Right, the icebreaker. Interesting. Yep, all dissent is gone for the moment. I could take out a state loan to possibly pay for some things. Right, move these troops over here. Okay, move troops to the border. Okay, Turkestan. Damn it, I should have pulled back when I had the chance. Actually, no, they're still here. They are still fighting too. Awesome. Yeah, I do have some troops over here. What was that actually? Italy went with aggressively encourage colonization and integration in the colonization of Albania. Okay. Yeah, a lot of Italian forces down here. Righto. Crush the uprising. Right, Garrison Division, sweet. I need them really in Poland and other areas. I need them all over, to be honest. Okay, yep, they have been put down. There we go, we can go ahead with the first phase, which we shall. Phase 1. General Plan Ost refers to the organised plan of German colonization that will be needed to effectively integrate the conquered territories of the Soviet Union, both during and after the war on the Eastern Front. There are a variety of propositions for this idea, most notably the Reich Commissioner for the consolidation of the German nationhood, an office held by Reichsführer SS Heinrich Himmler. Through a planned program of settling German populations in the lands annexed from the Soviet Union, it is expected that the realization of this vision could be accomplished in approximately 20 to 25 years. Righty-o.